Yeah, my name is Han Yong. Han Yong, yeah, depending on which dialect you share from. Yes, so this is a story about burnout actually. Yeah. It begins at Sec 3. That's when I lost my basketball coach. Yeah. His name is Mr. Ao. He's also my geography teacher. He passed away in a traffic accident while he was having his honeymoon. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that emotions is still with me. Yeah, so I think I say goodbye. I was 15. I didn't even go to the wake. I don't even know where he is now. Yeah. So this is a story that took me 20 years of my working life to realize. So it began with Sao. He's not a typical teacher. He's someone who used vulgarities on me. He banned me from basketball because I was in basketball team. He said I was not serious enough. So he just said one day, stop. Don't come for training anymore. Yeah, so what I did was, it made me reflect. So at 14 years old, back then I said 2, I was thinking, no, if something is that important to me, I better do something about it. So together with another teammate, I just decided to go for my own training and beg him every single day, every single training, take me back in. Eventually he did, but it's a reserve. I didn't get to play any game at all, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, he took me back in. So during geography lessons, it was very interesting. He made us memorize all the capitals in the world. Yeah. So to this day, I still know that the capital of Madagascar is Antananarivo. I forgot what it's paper to. Yeah. That's a problem. If we didn't get it, he would just berate us and just threw the books out of the classroom and just storm out of the class. Back then it was still allowed, but yeah. Okay, so why did I start a story with him? Because he really made a mark in my life together with my other teachers. So I became a teacher myself for 19 years actually. Yeah. So my first job was in a junior college. I wanted my students to learn beyond the classroom. So what I did, I took them for treks. Malaysia, Indonesia, Nepal. I brought them to outbound Korea, Malaysia. Taught them kayaking, brought them to overseas programs. I'm a mathematics teacher. Yeah, I got my degree in mathematics. So I taught them how to calculate income tax, how to play 4D Toto, how to play the casino games, and then end up with the story. Please don't gamble. The house always wins. Yeah, and for those who still don't believe, you can try. All this on top of a full teaching load. Yeah, so I was newly married. For the first 5 years, looking back, I realized, hey, I didn't even take, besides our honeymoon, I didn't even take a trip with my wife because I was so busy. Yeah, during the holidays, I'll be bringing students out for treks, for expeditions, for everything. You know, sometimes even 2-3 times during the school holidays. Yeah. In our 6th year, yeah, that was the first 5 years. In the 6th year, our first daughter was born. So there goes our second trip after honeymoon. No trip at all. We hardly spend time together. Most of our time we spend taking care of our kids. And yeah, without knowing it, that was my first burnout. Looking back, I didn't realize that I was already suffering from burnout. I was not proud of that. You know, that my family got the worst of me, honest. So I eventually decided I need a change. So I applied to be a part-time teacher. Back then it was unheard of. Yeah, a male teacher asking for part-time, and that effectively meant I wouldn't be considered for a promotion anymore. I was actually on the fast track. Yeah, 5 years in the job, going to be HOD, unheard of. Yeah, but yeah, that's life. None of that mattered, really. You know, back then, my only concern was my family will not get the worst of me. I need to be there for my family. 2 years later, an opportunity came. My daughter was 3 years old. Or was it 3 years later? Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, there was an opportunity at Singapore Sports School to build the International Baccalaureate program. So I decided, I took it. I wanted to nurture Singapore's top student athletes. To them, it's about being the best in sports and studies. So I decided to take the lead. I love my junior college, Temasek Junior College. I was there for 10 years. I really love them and my kids. I still call them my kids. My students, my fellow colleagues, I'm still very good friends with them. Going to sports school, the pressure was enormous. Student athletes, these are kids trying to be world-class athletes and doing well in studies at the same time. Doing one is already hard enough. Doing both, I can't imagine. So just one example. So we have this national air rifle shooter. She's supposed to take her IB exams in October, and she was going for a competition in Dubai. So clash. So what the ministry will usually do is, just forget about the competition. It's just a world championships anyway. IB exam more important. So what we did, we liaised with a school in Dubai nearby, so that when the moment she finished her competition, we will send one staff over, we'll send her to the school, take the exam, come back to continue competition and fly her back. That was the plan. That's how crazy it was. Thankfully, the schedule for the World Championship, not the IB exam, so the schedule for the World Championship shifted. She could go for the competition. She flew back to Singapore, jet lag, took the exam. She excelled, and she still did well. Yeah, but that was the kind of pressure that the student athletes go through every single time. I did that for 9 years, every single batch, and that broke me. Towards the end, at the end of every year when the IB results came out, I couldn't take it. I wasn't at the release of the result. I was supposed to be the one releasing the result, but I didn't. I tried to hide because I really couldn't imagine if some of them failed. Yep. So that brought me to second one. So I decided to take a break from teaching altogether. That was 19 years. So what happened was after a very short, forgettable stint somewhere, I joined the Singapore Canoe Federation. That was my other passion. I'm a canoe pro player, and I was a national athlete as well many years ago. So 2 years plus as a general manager, I was in charge of just about everything: HR, policies, partnerships, parents, student athletes, everything. That took me out more than all the previous years combined. Really, those 2+ years were really the worst that I could ever imagine. So, secretariat work during the day, office hours. After office hours were board and committee meetings. Weekends were for events. So where does that put my family? As usual, they were at the back of my mind. Yeah, even though I always told people, family is my most important, but I said, the results, the action didn't show it. Yeah. Someone even said that I'm doing the job of an MP, not being around at home at all. Yeah. And even when I'm home, when I'm tutoring my kids, my real kids, in mathematics, I would be shouting at them. And it got so bad to the extent when my wife and I had a very serious conversation and told me that to stop tutoring, focus on the job, and just one request: don't bring your work home. And that was the only request. But I decided, okay, enough is enough. That was the third burnout. That was you guys see the pattern. I'll jump straight into the job, immerse myself in it, get burned out, push all my angst to my family, and I I decided that's it, I'm going to take a break. So what I'm doing now, I'm running my own startup. I'm not perfect. I'm very aware that it will happen again, but I told myself, no, it will not happen. And I'm very aware, and it will not be at my family's expense anymore. So right now, I'm running my own startup. I'm freelancing, I'm volunteering, and I know the pattern very clearly. So I have decided that I will not be doing this again. And if I do this, please let me know. Yeah. I can't fix it. Yeah, but I can make sure that the people in front of me, those who matter to me, will see the best in me. Yeah, I still love the work. I just refuse to lose myself in the work. Thank you.
It's a very real story. Like what